We are live, everybody. Hello, welcome to my first ever debate on some some hard topics. Can you turn that off?
Turn
Dang,
one off.
that's me. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ain't me.
Yeah, because it blared in my ear, and you laughed, and then it blared in my ear. So that's what I
I
said.
know. I laughed because of what Michael said in the.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, so this is going to be my first debate on this stuff. Now, I am. Hello, Nab, Brandon, Velocity, and Michael.
Good.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am pretty much. Oh, and Mark. Hello. I pretty much did this because of a video posted by TopDragster here.
An unlisted one at that, but still video.
He posted a video. He gave his opinion on what's going on. Oh, you ain't gotta turn up for my streams all the time. It ain't gotta be like, I'm gonna watch them. Anyways, so pretty much this is just gonna be going back and forth. I'm gonna let Top give his opinion. I'm gonna give mine. Y'all can decide which one sounds better at what point. We don't really know what topics will be. I didn't say you had to. I said I don't. I said it'd be nice if people showed up to my streams. I didn't say, hey, now you must show up every stream. Anyways, all right.
Before we start this, can I self promo just once?
It's probably gonna be something about one of his races, but go ahead.
Actually, yes. Live stream tonight. Music Art Series, Gateway Motorsports Park, 8:30 Eastern Time. Bada boom. All right.
All right. So if you don't know already, and if you've been living under a rock, there seems to be, and this is in my words, a really. I did not PM. Will you just shush up for a moment, okay? All right. So, in my words, there's really really stupid thing going on right now with the NFL, to where they're all oh, we're not going to stand, and because liberals. Anyways, so pretty much they're not wanting to stand because they're morons. But that's my opinion. We know what Tops is, but I'm just saying because I'm trying to give a little backstory here. So pretty much every team has that one person, if not pretty much the whole team, that either doesn't want to stand or just wants to come into the stay in the locker rooms and stuff. But anyways, there's only two things in this game. Man trying to Tops. Okay. All right. So.
All right.
We're going to get this debate started. We're going to start out. I think we should go a little easy on the starting out bit here. Start out with an easier topic. Where this all stemmed from isn't from this year. It isn't from anything to do with Trump where it is stemmed from. To begin with, this isn't. What it stemmed from was last year with that Colin Kaepernick dummy wanting to sit down during the national anthem in protest because of a white cop shooting a black man. This is where this all stemmed from.
Oh, Lord.
This is literally where it stemmed from. I know you're not going to like it, but that's what it stemmed from. If you don't remember last year. So, Top, I want to, if you can remember this, I want your opinion on it real quick. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So, in all honesty, I just jumped into this whole thing based on solely the outcry from what the Steelers did, and then also Trump's reaction to NASCAR, which, again, I feel like as president, he has he has other things to focus on aside from people standing in a NASCAR race. But that's beside the point right now. With what Matron just said right there, Colin Kaepernick sitting during the national anthem because of a white police officer shooting a black man. What that actually backs up the other point that I made of society just being all over everything, if that makes sense. Like, if you look at the facts, 9 times out of 10, when something like that happens, the black person is probably, this is not supposed to be racist or anything, but is likely going to, like, maybe he's reaching for something, or it looks like he's about to attack the police officer. If you're in that predicament and you have no idea what's going to happen, your adrenaline's pumping. Police officers are human beings too. So I will admit, Kaepernick, in that particular instance, just backs up that point. But in terms of the other point, with all the teams sitting during the national anthem and whatnot, that is, in my opinion, their form of peaceful protest. That's a big word that I'm going to use. That's what I have to say. Is I'm going to read through what some of the chat has said here as Mantron will go ahead and speak.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to say, because I said I was going to say my side of this as well. So, like I said, this whole thing with I'm not going to stand during the anthem started with Colin Kaepernick last year due to the white on black violence. Now, you know, I can understand someone being displeased with somebody getting shot or something, right? I can understand that. But you can show your displeasure by talking, by doing what everybody and their mama does and tweets. Hello, Derek. You can do whatever, but that was a disrespect to not only your team, but your country, which apparently the team doesn't care anymore, but your country, the men and women who have served for this country. That was a disrespect sitting down. It doesn't matter if somebody got shot. There's been plenty of people to get shot in history, but we don't go around going, you know what, I'm not going to respect my country anymore. No, that's not what we do. We voice our opinions, whether anyone gives two craps or not, and that's what we do. As for this new year, this is what I'm thinking. All right, this is my view on this. So more people started doing what Colin Kaepernick was doing. They just a little slowly, right? If you noticed last year, that's what they did. Some more people started sitting. Some people started kneeling, which is the hashtag take a knee thing, which is stupid. Hashtag take a knee off your body is what it should be. Anyways, so they just started doing more and more of this crap. Well, this year they ran out of the white on black crap, the white on black violence, which, by the way, to every one black person getting shot, there's at least 5 white people getting shot in the same day. No joke. Actually happened with that Michael Brown thing back in 2014. 5 white people got shot, but only the 1 black man got realized here. Just wanted to point that out. Anyways.
Because racism.
Yeah. Anyways, so they ran out of this white on black crap that they could do because it's not really happening anymore.
I was going to interrupt you really quickly with what Derek just said. They didn't kneel. They didn't show up. That is what I don't approve of. But anyway, I'm sorry.
But so they ran out of things to do. And just like liberals do, they got to find something else. So why not say, I'm not going to stand up for the flag for this country. I'm not going to stand during the anthem because of a president. Now hold up. I didn't like Obama, but I still respect the country. I still stood, put my hand over my heart, stood there, whether it was the national anthem, and if I said the Pledge of Allegiance, I would, do the same thing. Here's my thing with it. Just because a president is an office that you don't like does not mean you have to say, well, because he's in office, I'm not going to stand for this country. Okay, give it 4 years if Trump doesn't win and one of the liberals, one of the Democrats win the election, right? Here's what I'm going to say. They're going to stand right back up. And there's not going to be one Republican or conservative or anything like that that's going to be kneeling. And if they do take a knee, guess what? They're going to get every bit of it. They're going to get yelled at. They're going to get fussed at. They're going to be called stupid, ignorant, and we're just going to look like, well, y'all did it. Why can't we? But my point is, they ran out of things to stand. They ran out of a reason that they shouldn't stand. So they had to point right up at Trump and be like, we're not going to stand because you're president. Well, guess what? That's a disrespect to your country. That's a disrespect to where you grew up at. And not only that, that's a disrespect to the men and women that have fought, whether they're back home or whether they had died in battle. That's a disrespect to them. They fought for your stupid little whiny brat self to take a knee or sit down or not even come out during the anthem. I don't care if you want to call it a peaceful protest. To me, that's a piece of shit.
In my opinion.
You have no respect for this country if you're just going to do that crap.
All right. The way I see it, the national anthem is about two things: respecting the men and women who serve for our country, and showing like America, F yeah, like how that song goes. And I think that is the part that they're taking a knee for. And taking a knee, I'm fine with. I mean, sitting down on your butt, that's that's not as. I'm a little less okay with that, and then not coming out at all, I think, is blatantly disrespectful toward the men and women who fought for our country. But what they're showing, what they're stating is it's not just Trump. It's how we're showing ourselves to be to everyone else. If you ask me, I think that we are taking ourselves, are way too full of ourselves. Go ahead. You just say, excuse me. But while he's away for a minute, I'm just going to go ahead and state that we are too full of ourselves because, let's see. And now I'm going to ask Major on this when he. Okay, you're back. Okay, I'll ask you this. So, the reason I think that they're taking these because they are. Like again, I said two reasons behind the national anthem, and one of them being like to show that hey, we're awesome, and we are, but some people might feel like okay, it's not just Trump, it's other things going on in America which are making other countries see us and go, dang, they're awfully full of themselves, aren't they? Because I think we are. Now, here's a question for you, Metron, and for everyone else who might be watching this. If, say, during a soccer game or football game, European football,
okay.
If, say, during a sporting event, if, say, during one of those games in Great Britain, is everything okay?
Just keep going with it. Keep going.
Okay. I was making sure because the thing just went down to 0 people watching. I wasn't sure if something broke.
It don't matter. They'll watch back later.
If say it's if it's two British teams in just a friendly match, but when playing the British national anthem, say if it's something related to Brexit or something, I don't know, they don't stand during their national anthem. Would the same thing apply?
As what, a disrespect?
Yeah, as a disrespect to the United Kingdom in that case.
I would say because it's the same. It's the same concept no matter what country you're in. It doesn't matter what's been going on.
This is just a theoretical question.
It doesn't matter what's going on. The fact that somebody doesn't stand just shows that they disrespect their country. They disrespect the men and women that fought. That's what I see it as because it doesn't matter what's been going on. I don't care what's been going on. The fact that you just don't even have the life in you to stand up for your anthem, for your country, tells me that you literally are just a disrespectful, spoiled brat. I'm just saying.
I was telling it to Velocity now. So the way I see it and the way that I'm thinking about it now is if you're taking a knee, that is blatantly disrespectful to the men and women who fought for our country. That's just you saying, hey, I don't approve of what's going on in our country right now. Sitting on your butt or not showing up at all, then that's a bit more along the disrespectful side toward our troops.
To what you said on the taking a knee thing, not being a total disrespect, it still is because you know what? it's pretty much everyone knows you stand with your hand over your heart. If you have a medical condition or if you have a problem, like if you're a wounded veteran, but even some wounded veterans,
or 5 or 6 or 7-year-old kids who don't understand, and they're just dancing around to the national anthem, doing whatever little kids do.
Well, look,
are they being disrespectful?
Well, I would say, but then again, listen, they are little kids, and you know how little children are. But see, they don't know any better if you don't teach them, and if they don't learn.
And again, the whole Brexit thing was just theoretical.
An adult knows the daggum difference. An adult knows the difference between right and wrong. But my point of this is what you said about taking a knee. That's still disrespectful because you're not standing, you're not at attention, which is actually what the anthem is. You're supposed to be standing at attention, just like the army men and women, the men in the military men and women. They stand at attention, and that's what you're representing there, is that you're standing at attention. Every country does that because every person in the military, when informed by a higher authority, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stand at attention. And that's what you're representing as a person of your country when your anthem is being played. You were supposed to be standing at attention, just like the men and women that fight for your country.
That is completely up to you, Derek. You do what you want.
Yeah, that's up to you, bro.
But
now, that's what I'm saying, because you're still disrespecting your country.
That's my take on this whole NFL thing.
Now, the NASCAR thing is this simple. All right, so now I heard you in your video. I just want to point this out, and you can go on from here. When you said that Trump has better things to do than tweet, okay?
I'm going to stop you right there just for a second.
Yes.
The way that I feel on that is, and I believe that I did state this, is okay if he tweets about it once, just saying, hey, good on you NASCAR drivers and fans, which still, but okay, just one little subtle mention like that instead of going on a good three or four tweeting spree in a row like that, just talking about see, NASCAR is not disrespectful toward our country. So you're worried about NASCAR and not, well, I'm sure he's worried about other things, but you're taking the time to focus on NASCAR?
Well, I would just like to point this out also to what SD said. He tweets too much. Well, I mean, we don't really know what he does. We don't know what orders or what meetings he has to go to. But in his spare time, that's what he likes to do. Furthermore, if you notice,
I'm just fine with him tweeting in general
on Twitter. All right, there's like most platforms, you have unlimited. Like, you can type pretty much as you want. Well, on Twitter, you get like 140. Okay, you get that many, and that includes spaces, periods, commas. You know what I'm saying? It includes all that. So him tweeting a lot on one subject, he might just run out of room, and that's why he's got to do it.
Well, if that's the case, and you're going to go on a big spree, I've seen people do this. There's someone who I watch pretty committedly who does this all the time, where if they're going to run out of room, they put ... and then do the next, and then respond or reply to that said tweet. I'm going on Twitter right now, and I'm going to see here.
But my point is, now look, we also understand Trump's old. He might not know all this crap. He might just, we know about Trump. He's a little older, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to defend Trump in this, but I'm just saying he might not know how to do some things. He might not. He is a little bit on the older side. So he probably does know how to do it, but he just wants to make it clear that, he tweets a lot. He just wants to fill up your feed as well, probably. I'm still following. Right. I don't do Twitter a lot anyway, so I don't know how to do some of this crap on there.
I check Twitter almost every day, but I don't use it.
So,
but my God, he's posting it about every hour. That's for sure.
I just want to say this, with Trump talking about NASCAR, I also like the fact that most NASCAR fans whine and complain about not being like a recognized sport. Once somebody recognizes them, they start whining and complaining that, oh, why is he talking about us? I just like that. It just classic NASCAR
Now that's
fans.
ridiculous.
What?
I'm just saying that's ridiculous because, well, that's again back to the point of, well, apparently no one can win. Apparently no one can be happy.
Well, not everybody's going to be happy. And on this NASCAR note, I think it's a great thing that Trump pointed that out. And that reason right there is that right there is the perfect reasoning of him pointing out why he pointed out NASCAR. When have we ever seen somebody in our sport disrespect the flag? Let's just be honest.
Not that I know of.
All right. Now, I want you to also think about something.
I'm just going to say this. In my opinion, disrespecting the flag itself is not showing up like the Steelers did. Or worse yet, just running onto the field and what's the word I'm looking for? Ambushing the field during the anthem. Now that would get stupid.
Well, don't put it past anybody.
No, I pulled up Trump's Twitter and I have the tweets that I was looking for right in front of me now. But continue.
All right, so to answer what you just said, well, it'd be stupid. They're both stupid. There's nothing worse than that. If you're going to just run into the flag, you might as well just get a pair of scissors, a machete, or something real sharp and just rip it up.
No, that would be the equivalent of burning the flag. That would be almost terrorist, and I would be very pissed off.
Yes, but this is also a form of disrespect to your country, and that's my point. They might as well just go out there and cut the flag up. I mean, if they're that upset about the flag, please go cut it up.
So kneeling versus cutting up the flag.
It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Now, not showing up and cutting the flag. Okay, sitting on your butt during the anthem. Not quite cutting the flag, but just like doing, maybe not quite to that extent, but still something disrespectful. Taking a knee, you're acknowledging the presence of it all. You're just expressing like, hey, I don't like what's going on.
Well, I said,
but I'm present and I'm still acknowledging it.
As most of them are doing, and the reasoning behind it is they don't want to stand during the anthem or, put their hand over their heart as a salute to the flag and the nation because of their reasonings, racism, Trump, whatever they can come up with at the time.
Right.
They might as well, as I said, take a machete, take a lighter, take some gasoline, burn it, cut it, whatever. I mean, it's the same equivalent. You're just one way you're disrespecting your country, the other way you're disrespecting your country. You're disrespecting your country and the men and women that fought for it. That's literally the same thing, just two different versions. Who knows? They might actually go out and cut the flag up.
Now, if they do that, I will be 100% pissed off.
I mean, I've never been a fan of the NFL, but really?
And that's another thing. Can we just not watch sports?
Well, see, now, that reminded me of something. You, in your video, you stated that why do politics get drug into sports? Here's my reasoning behind it. All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
Now, during this election, during last year's election, all you heard was Hillary, Trump. You know what I'm saying? It was all over the news. Here's the thing. Pretty much everybody watches the news. Every adult, every American pretty much watches the news. But they're like, who cares? Last year it was like, who cares? I don't want to hear it. All right. Most Americans watch sports. So when you bring politics into sports, of course people are going to pay attention then. Because they watch sports. They don't care about politics. They watch sports. But when you bring politics into sports, You bring the people into the sport, pretty much ensuing that they're going to get into the politics at that point. Now, you have the educated people on the politics, whether they are liberals or conservatives. You have the educated ones, and they'll know which side to take. But then you have the uneducated ones. There are uneducated conservatives. There are plenty of uneducated liberals. And they're just going to be like, well, I'm just going with my party, or they're pretty much like, I'm going to, at least they're present during the anthem, like Steelers, Seahawks, and Titans. Doesn't really matter. My point is they're still disrespecting the country. But anyways, getting all this drug into the sports region, pretty much you're just going to have everybody, they're going to look at it, because most people watch sports, they're going to be like, oh, crap, whatever. They didn't want to hear about it. Now they got to hear about it, and that's what's making them mad. If you don't want to hear about politics, then, you don't want to watch anything with politics. It gets drugged into your favorite thing, which is a sport, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, golf, soccer, racing. It really doesn't matter. Once it gets drug in there, you're pretty much along for the ride. That's all I'm going to say. And most Americans watch sports, and you know it. And whenever you ask the question, why is there politics in sports? Or why do they bring politics in sports? It's real simple. You're an American. You're going to bring your political views into your realm. And if you're into the sports stuff, like you're in the limelight of a sport, you're a football player or something, it's going to get drug in there. And you're going to start a little wildfire. And it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow.
To what Nab said, he's asking me why I said preach it. That's because, like I said, I don't approve of players not showing up and aren't not being present for the anthem at all. That is what I don't approve. Them taking a knee is it's not like I'm do it. I'm just there. I'm more like, good on you. That's just, yeah.
I think I can actually get you right now. I want you to answer this. All right. With them taking a knee, and you're saying that
I don't approve of them sitting either.
Now, look. Them taking a knee. Yeah, like what SD just said. You bring politics into anything, it's going to be bad. Well, most Americans watch sports, and that's what I was trying to say. That's why it gets drug in there. We're idiots. Well, we're not idiots. We actually want to express our views. Phone's ringing for me. Give me about a minute and a half.
Sure thing. But while you do that, Nab, okay, here's a good analogy for it. And when Main-Track comes back, I'll tell him this too. Kneeling, I would say, is the equivalent of maybe a little like, say the players are one person and America is a person standing next to the player.
That was so weird. I'm not donating to them people.
Okay. All right. So, Mantron, I have a good analogy here because of what Nab is saying. Imagine two people standing right next to each other. The one person represent the NFL players, and the other person represents America.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL players person, I would say that kneeling is the equivalent of maybe giving a little shove on the shoulder, or just like a little to kind of get your attention. Them sitting down is more like a pretty hard push or shove, which you have to kind of get your footing back on, which is
yeah, keep going.
And then them not showing up at all would be the equivalent of maybe a punch in the face. And then them like cutting up the flag or doing something to the actual flag itself during the anthem would be the equivalent to a kick in the nuts.
No, here's how I see it. Sitting and kneeling is pretty much on the same level. And if you're going to bring into the analogy of an NFL representative and a U.S. veteran, we're going to say that.
U.S. representative. There you go.
All right, hold up. Somebody's at the door. I'll be right back. Dadgummit.
Biggest problem: an individual of a group does something wrong, and the whole group is blamed. It's called identity politics. That's another big thing there, which is almost back to like the whole police brutality thing, where if you remember that was really big, and it still is kind of a big deal now and then, where one cop does something to a black man, and everyone's like, "F the police. We don't need the police. They're all racist." And same goes for Muslims as well, but I'm not getting into that because I know
Anyways.
people will trigger if I talk about that.
So what you're saying is NFL representative. Hold on, I'm going to drop your topic real quick. NFL representative, U.S. veteran. All right. So
US representative.
sitting and kneeling, would be more of a punch to the face. And I'll get into this later. Not coming out of the locker room is like getting a few broken bones, in my opinion. Maybe both your arms broke, both your legs. All right. Burning the flag to them is about like death.
That's a
My
little
reason,
stabbing or something.
no, I mean like that's like death blow to them. And here's my reasonings: a U.S. veteran sees things that you, as a normal American, won't see. Which I think, if we actually sent some of these NFL players to the front lines, they might actually get a little bit of an understanding. But
I have the utmost respect for our armed forces.
anyways,
I see one in public, I immediately want to salute them, even though that's actually not what you're supposed to do.
So what you're saying in what you said was like a little rub on the shoulder. I say the punch to the face on the first thing. The standing and kneeling, I combine them both. The reason
Standing
I say standing and not standing, excuse me, sitting and kneeling.
Sitting and kneeling, yeah.
Excuse me, sitting. I'm sorry. I
Nah, you're good. You're all good.
Okay, so sitting and kneeling is a punch to the face to a U.S. veteran because they have to stand at attention. They know what it's like to fight for a country. They know what it's like to see bloodshed and stuff. And that flag to them, since they're back home, if they're intact or even if they're missing some limbs, but they're still alive, that flag to them is what they fought for, and that flag to them is what they represent. They represent this country, and you're pretty much just punching them in the face for that. Well, go away. I'm debating here.
I don't know anybody has to debate that.
Will you go on? Golly.
I do agree with what Nab said there about Muslims, but we don't want to get into that too much.
Anyways, so the next thing is not showing up is like breaking some of their bones, which they may have actually broke bones in war. Not showing up to stand for that flag is like that in a sense because they again, they fought for this country, and you not showing up to show them respect, you might as well just break their bones. But veterans are tough. What can bring a veteran to their knees? Burning or cutting the flag. And that can bring a veteran straight to the point where they might as well just want to end their lives. And pretty much that's what the NFL players are trying to send a message to them, apparently, by go ahead, we don't need you. We can fight on our own. Yeah, hand a gun to them. They'll say gun rights aren't okay. Don't shoot people, whatever. You know. My point with that is that's just disrespectful in every way. Each level, Top's trying. Top. What you were doing was just like, a little nudge. No, let's punch the face straight off the bat.
Well, that would depend on what standpoint you're looking at. Are we looking at a veteran, or are we looking at just like a representative to represent the United States?
A representative of your country, you might as well say, is a veteran. That flag
it could be a veteran, or it could be
it's got to be a veteran, a representative of this country. Somebody, that flag, we're talking about this flag, and while they're not standing, the representative of the country for that flag had to be a veteran. If it wasn't for any veteran, that flag wouldn't be here.
No.
The flag would not be here.
That's why not coming out for the anthem is disrespectful, and I don't like that.
That's why
James Sam just joined in, so I'm going to kind of sum it up in a nutshell here since James Sam just joined in. In the chat room, I mean. Being present and taking a knee during the anthem is you acknowledging what our troops have done, but you're also saying, okay, there's things that our country is doing that I don't approve of, and it's your right to peacefully protest it. Now sitting down on your butt, that's a little less okay, but still not something ridiculous. Not coming out for the anthem at all. That's where I would draw the line. But them taking a knee, It's not like I'm not in full support of it going, yeah, I do it too. But I'm just going, you know what? Good on you. Good on you for taking advantage of, well, I shouldn't say taking advantage of, but it's your right to peacefully protest, and that's how you're going to do it. And it is not particularly disrespectful toward anything. It's a form of peaceful protest.
Oh, and to what Nab just said, I'm be honest. I think that's what more Americans need right now is offense. You're losing your backbone here. Be offensive. Who cares? Speak your mind, and I don't care.
You can be on more Mantron's side just as long as it doesn't turn into a full blown like you're going to go murder the players or something, which I've literally
No,
seen.
no, they don't need to. We don't need to murder them. We need to fire them, or at least take them off the field until they get their heads on right. And my point with yes. If you just gonna disrespect it and think, oh, I'm gonna play and get money. No, senior, get out.
I'm on Michael's side. And which side would Michael be on? Yeah.
My point is, they just need to. They don't. No, they just get out. If you can't stand for your country, if you can't even have the, I know what you're saying. Like they're at least out there. That doesn't matter. They're still not doing what they need to do. They're not doing what they've been taught to do. If you're not gonna stand, represent your country, it doesn't matter what's going on. I don't care what's going on in the world. Like I said, every country, it doesn't matter what's going on in your country. If you have at least a little bit of respect, you'll at least stand and salute your country when the anthem or a pledge of your country is spoken. You kneeling, it means that, hey, I know what's going on, but whatever is in your mind, whatever's going on in your mind at that point, like you could be sitting there thinking, I'm not going to stand because of this, whatever's going on, Trump.
Now, if they're gonna, I will admit this much though. If they kneel and they say, "Oh, it's a form of peaceful protest," and then they give the reason why and say it's something like, "I don't like the price of watermelons," that would be ridiculous. That was the most random thing I could think of. Then that would be like, you're protesting your country because of watermelons. Okay, then.
Well, you might as well say that. That's what most liberals do anyway, is some stupid reason. And SD, you can take whatever side you want, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's also another thing that I think, which I touched on in that video, which I don't know if we'll touch on it here or not, but
actually, I think what Nab just said here, I think it's the reason it's getting a lot more attention. I think it's getting so much negative attention. They think, well, let's just keep doing it and let's just get more and more of us on the same side. That's probably why they're doing it. They're attention whores, you know.
There are too many people that are like, they don't care if it's positive or negative attention. If they get attention, that's what they crave. It's what they want.
They're not well, I mean, you don't know who they might be harming. If you think you don't have to think of a physical harm. Think of a mental harm or a emotional harm that you're giving people that have been scarred from war, and they come back and they see this crap. You don't know what they're going through.
Them not showing up. I can agree with that. Them at least being present during the national anthem and taking a knee. They're not just sitting on their butts. They're taking a knee. They're doing something to acknowledge it.
It's not really an acknowledgement. It's more of their retardation.
And that's wait. Oh, that I like the Coca-Cola. Okay. He wasn't China Mapper anymore, so that kind of threw me off. But this icon's still the same, so.
So,
But that what Nav just said there, that's a completely different thing from than taking a knee. That's the domestic violence, which is different.
Now, another thing I just want to point out from this whole thing right here,
7 watch.
no, 4 now. All right. No individual in this country is going to have the same opinion as somebody else. Everybody's going to be a little bit tweaked.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you have those people, and see, this is what I like. See, this man right here, my good old buddy, Top right here, he's the kind of guy that he can sit there and listen to someone's opinion. I can listen to his opinion, he can listen to mine. All calm, all good. We can debate it, friendly debate, like what we're doing here. And that's fine because you can actually listen, take notes, try to combat some things that you've said. They can combat things that you can combat things that they say. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go back and forth, have a friendly debate. That's what it's about. You don't need even a little heat in there at times. But when you have somebody that it's their opinion or nothing, even if your opinion, even if you have the same opinion except for one thing, and then they go ballistic because they think that you're against it.
Welcome to modern society, folks. That's literally what it seems to be.
Pretty much. So millennials. Anyways,
I'm a millennial, I think.
I am too, but I'm a rare breed. I'm called a conservative. Listen, if you put a social justice warrior
I'm a millennial too.
What Nav just said is actually true.
Listen, if you put a social justice warrior in a third world country, they won't survive a week. Probably not.
Probably won't survive 2 days, honestly. They might, whatever.
There's no middle ground in modern society, and I am in that middle ground. Or I try to be.
That's an oxymoronic statement there.
Oh.
There's no middle ground in this country, but I'm in the middle ground.
Well.
Oxymoronic statement by TopDragster.
Well, yes, it was. I will now admit that, but I want to be in the. I am doing my best to be in the middle ground, but the middle ground essentially is a deserted, barren ghost town, pretty much, where there are maybe a couple of residents. There we go. But too many people in modern society cannot take other people's opinions and blow everything else just way out of proportion.
Okay, actually, to what Brandon just said, okay, it's gonna sound weird. There is a middle ground, but here's what people in the middle ground do, and I do this. Yes, I liked your post, Velocity.
Wait, what?
What you just said.
You see what Zach just said?
We had a gun shootout last night, and I'm at the hospital because I got shot during the gun shootout because this girl was at the. Oh, dang, dude, bro, you all right?
All right.
No. Now, my opinion on the middle ground is this is what they can do. They can look at both sides, pick a side, and that's what they do. Now, what I mean by that, it's real. Oh, Jesus Christ, Zach. Golly, bro. Middle ground people, they can look at both sides. This is how one of the people that I watch, Hunter Avalon, go check him out on YouTube. Pretty cool guy, funny.
I've seen some of his videos. They are pretty funny.
Yeah. I'd watch one of his recent ones. Anyways,
Turn on my light.
So he stated before this whole election thing, he stated like for whenever it's like probably about when I started watching him, it was around June of 2016. But like, I watched one of his older videos probably back in February 2016, and he said he looked at both sides. He made this clear in quite a few of his videos. He looked at both sides. He picked the side which he thought had the better candidate, the better, like political view, something that he could relate to, and that's why he went with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Zach, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh. Okay.
All right.
Someone else answered that. Thank goodness.
So that's what I'm saying is that those are people on the middle ground. I'll be honest with you. That's also what I did with my political stance, which was really, really keen. I wanted Ben Carson. I looked at, this was back whenever, it pretty much began and stuff. I wanted Ben Carson. Didn't end up happening. Went with Trump. So that's how that worked. But yeah.
I was for Ted Cruz. Now I realize I was incorrect.
But my point with that, what I just stated there, was this simple. Middle ground people have the choice. They can look at both sides very sternly and choose. I'm not saying that like everybody should be middle ground. I'm saying middle ground people, they have it pretty self-explanatory. As long as they don't go, like, as soon as they pick a side, they go full blown, yeah, all the way. I mean, Hunter Avalon does that, but at the same time, he still looks at the other side to get his information. You know what I'm saying? He'll look at it, and he agrees on some of their topics. Russians are more patriotic. There's a video of them singing their anthem in the middle of nowhere. If you were here doing that, you would get yelled pretty much. Oh, say, can you shut up?
Pretty much.
I don't.
Wait, let me get out of here. That's another thing. Also, they don't say the Pledge of Allegiance in schools anymore because they're afraid it will offend students who are not from our country. Again, that's a tightrope. That's another thing I have a problem with, which is not related to this. But maybe if we do more of these debates, maybe we'll discuss it. Anyway,
here's this. Nowadays, if you hear that, stop singing that. That's racist and bigoted of you.
Stupid.
Or I'm just going to take a knee on this one.
But no. Oh boy. But anyway, the way that I see the middle ground would be my stance in the middle ground. I could serve as like the moderator of a debate. I will listen to both sides.
Actually, you couldn't serve as a moderator. They only want the liberals in a big debate. You can continue.
Yeah, it's possible, but anyway, no, I would ask the questions that I feel are most appropriate, and I would listen to both sides.
No, you get handed a sheet by the Democratic Party.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, and then I would be asking the Republican the most biased questions ever. And you know what I would do? I would stand up, I would take that sheet, and I'd rip it to shreds.
Then you'd get fired and be called a bigot and racist.
Right back to the point of everyone gets triggered over everything. Guess what happened next?
You said what?
Oh my God, the hypocrisy is real when it comes to that stuff. Like seriously, how many songs in modern day culture say the N-word by both blacks and whites? They say it all the time.
Yep.
And yet when some people say it, it's like saying the N-word is like saying the equivalent of "you're my friend" or "you're my dude," and some people say it and then they respond with "racist."
Well, see,
the hypocrisy there is shocking. I don't like the N-word particularly, and I think it's more racist than anything because it was coined.
Well, We can do another
by the
debate on this.
KKK. But anyway, but yeah, my God, it's been going for 50 minutes.
I like how it was that you stated it was coined by the KKK.
Well, I don't think it was. I don't think it was really coined.
Well,
I know
they
that
just kind of
like saying it a lot.
Yeah, but the point in that is, I'll just say this, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I just realized this. Like, I'll say this really quick. Essentially, the KKK could be saying that they like black people and that they think that they're their friends, because that's what modern pop culture seems to think it is. Anyway, go ahead.
So what I'll say on this is the N word is just a word. I don't know why it's got to be to a select group of people. It's put in the dictionary. It's said for a reason because it's there. If I can't say it, you shouldn't be able to say it. I'll just say that. But anyways, we're going to continue on to end this. Oh, that makes no sense. We're going to end this. So yeah. This has been the debate. You can pick your side, pick your choice, pick your whatever you want to pick. I'm still going to stand on it's disrespectful. Top can still stand on the kneeling is just a peaceful protest. I still say they should be fired for that. But anyways.
But that's why I have respect for Mantron here, because he doesn't get triggered over my opinion.
Nope.
He just says it's an opinion. It's your opinion.
But I mean, I don't care what I say either. So, and SD, I saw that. That is actually very true.
I didn't see it.
You don't want to know what he said then. I mean, he didn't say anything that bad, but
it seems like he's almost taking both sides. He's told me to preach, and then he said something along the line of it being disrespectful. So, well, hey, that's okay if you want to if you want to have both sides. It might be kind of tricky, but you do whatever you want.
Nab, I think maybe you and Top could. I got some stuff I got to do.
I got to eat dinner.
Oh, well, I tell you what, Nab, if you're on around 8 o'clock, I'll be more than happy to call with you.
I'll be streaming at 8:30. Music Artist Cup Series.
Never mind then.
No, you can. No, you should do like a scream reaction.
I ain't streaming.
No, you do whatever you want.
All right, we can do it then. Nab, we'll do it around 8 o'clock. Anyway, so with all that being said, somebody's calling. Anyways,
yeah, we got a little off topic of the NFL, but it kind of went along a similar line.
All right, well,
I thought, but anyway.
So yeah, I can't think of it. Oh yeah. So anyways, this has been the debate number 1. There may be more debate. There probably will be more debates coming.
I actually rather enjoyed this.
Yeah. And I'll get other people to join these debates too. It won't just be Top. If I see that somebody else has an opposing opinion, then yeah, you can come along. You'll have to be on Hangouts, but yeah, you can come along and join in. Just do be warned. If you get triggered during the stream by something I say, and you start going ballistic, can't have that. I want a civil debate. I want someone that can listen and I can listen to. We can listen to our opinions, say our opinions, and who gives a crap? You know what I'm saying? So,
amen.
But if you're just gonna be one of the people that's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it," and then you get in here and you're like, "Hey, that's a stupid," no, get out.
Agreed. So anyway, Mr. Metro 24, I reached to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the computer screen and nod my head while you grab my nose. Stop going. Oh, stop.
I was gonna like.
All right. Anyway, so you let go of my nose finally. Breathe. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the live stream, congratulations.
Like and subscribe.
No, I'm not. I just say congratulations. You enjoyed the live stream. If you could listen to this and not get like triggered halfway through at some point.
Yeah, no one got particularly triggered there, so y'all learned my respect.
All right, so thank you, Top, for joining in. Once again, go subscribe to TopDragster. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Peace out.